Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. I'm going to do a quick tutorial in Silhouette Studio of how to make the t-shirt template that I've been sending everybody into a PNG. I've had a few questions regarding that. So in Silhouette Studio, I use Business Edition, by the way, if I haven't told you already. So you want to go up here to File and find your image. I have it under Jpeg. So there's my file that I have. Okay, it's on a white background. I'll go over here to this thing that looks like a piece of toast. Select trace area. And the threshold looks okay. Usually you would need this to be all yellow, and it already is. Then you would move the threshold either back or forward, but usually the image comes out like this, or a little bit yellow in here, so you would move your threshold, but this is pretty good for threshold. And your scale to make the lines smoother, but I think the lines are smooth enough the way they are. Okay, and then you want to trace and detach this image. That'll take out all the gray around it and the lines left over in the background if you trace and detach. So move it over, and it just took out all this. Okay, so delete that. Okay, the next thing you want to do is trace it again. Now that you have the background removed, you can do whatever you want with it. Okay. And I'll do trace. You can either do trace outer edge or trace. If you use the top trace, it traces all the detail inside the image. If you had a really detailed image, it would trace everything inside of it. So on this, you can do either or, trace outer edge or trace inside. I'm gonna do the inside, okay? And that leaves you with this template. So delete this, you're not gonna need that. Now, you can change it any color you want. You can zoom out, and this is a perfect start for an all-over sublimation process, which I have a tutorial for, and I believe it's located on YouTube already. I'm trying to get all my videos uploaded to YouTube to help everybody out. But yeah, I mean, you can change your color if you want it a different color. You can do that. Red, blue, green, yellow, whatever you want. And then if you want to save it, go to File, Print, and I use Bullzip. It's a PDF printer. It saves your image in like 10 different formats, which is awesome. I love it. I've used it for years. You do thousands of downloads with it, thousands of saved images. And you don't pay for it. So you can hit, when you check Bullzip, hit print, it'll show up this loading dialog right here. And it's going to ask you where you want to save it to. You can either browse your computer or the file you want to save it to, and the format you want to save it to. All these formats you can save it to. Pick JPEG, PNG file, and for those of you who don't know what PNG means, it's a portable network graphic, which means it's the opposite of an SVG. An SVG, it's a scalable vector graphic, which is not going to lose pixelation. It's not going to distort when you make it bigger. A PNG, it tends to distort if you make it bigger. So that's why an SVG is the best to use for sublimation. JPEGs, of course, if you don't have an image that's at least 300 dpi, which is dot per inch, or pixels, 300 pixels per inch, then it's not a high quality photo, and it will distort. So yeah, you can pick any format you want in there. Text, a TIFF, EPS. EPS is mainly for Photoshop or screen printing. Okay. So yeah, just pick whatever format you want in the file. In this case, I usually pick JPEGs, because then I go into remove.bg and remove the background, and it makes it a clear picture. I can make it as big as I want, small as I want, as long as your image is high definition. It doesn't matter what your template looks like. So I hope this was helpful. Let me know, guys. Take care.